Hello, welcome back to Socially Unapologetic. Today we have Amy and Regan here, co-founders of HeLa Nutrition. I'm so
Hi.
excited.
Hey there.
Hello. So I want to dive in about a little bit of both of your backgrounds. So Amy, I'll start with you. Can you tell us a bit about your path and how it led you to co-founding HeLa
Yes.
Nutrition?
So I'm a registered dietitian and I'm a certified diabetes educator. So I've been working in the clinical background as well as I have a private practice and I work in clinic focusing on diabetes management, women's health issues, weight management. So really how HeLa came about, my sister-in-law, who's also a naturopathic doctor, and she'll, dive in a little bit more about her experience. But we would get together all the time, Friday night dinners with the kids, with the parents. We were always kind of the two health ladies that would discuss like clients who would bring up certain products. And I would say to Rig, what do you think? What do you think of this product? And really, when it got to protein powders, there was always that gap where we just couldn't agree on a product that kind of checked all the boxes, whether they would have sweeteners or gums or sugar alcohols. And there wasn't that like really good tasting clean protein powder that we both felt confident that we can recommend to our clients. So that's where we kind of looked at each other and we're like, why aren't we doing this? Like we can do
Yeah.
this. We have the experience. We have the client knowledge because I work with clients and she's got her experience that she'll tell you about. And we just said, we can do this. Let's find a clean protein powder that checks off all the boxes, that doesn't have artificial sweeteners, gums, fillers, or oils, and tastes amazing and feels good on the gut, because that was really important for us as well.
Yeah, I love that. And Regan, do you want to tell us a bit about
Yeah.
your journey and your path?
Yeah. So I'm a licensed naturopathic doctor and I was in clinic for several years. And I also started at that point years ago getting involved in the natural health product industry as well, working as a consultant for the industry. As in Canada, we have something called the natural health product regulations. And right when this was coming into effect, I was helping products to get licensed and to be sold in Canada and bringing products here from around the world and helping with their labeling and formulations so they could be sold on the Canadian market. So from that, my expertise grew in the realm of the actual health food, natural health product industry in terms of, manufacturing, ingredient sourcing, regulatory compliant formulations. And I ended up working in the industry in other roles in many years at a big weight loss company, as well as my own consulting firm helping the health food, natural health product industry. And so when with Amy's amazing expertise in terms of clinical skills and helping clients through various health challenges, and with my expertise kind of on the ingredient side of things and actually formulating products, it was a really great partnership to come together to create our own wellness company.
I love that. I love how like the two worlds just like mended together and
Yeah.
created that. Can you talk about either of you? Can you talk about like starting HeLa Nutrition? How did that idea evolved from like product based to entrepreneurs? How did that kind of transition?
Yes. Again, so we had kind of that like talk over and over again at Friday night dinners of how are we going to put this product together. The first step with Regan had a lot of knowledge of different manufacturers, and we needed to source our ingredients and really fine tune what specific ingredients did we want to make up our protein blend. We also have fiber in our protein powder that comes naturally from our 5 ingredient blend. So that was important too, because we didn't want to add in the gums or any other additives or fillers. We wanted it to be clean. So it was sourcing the ingredients, finding the right manufacturer, and then having to taste it. So kind of over COVID, that 2-year period where we would get, samples in, we didn't want sweeteners, and a lot of the products had stevia or sugar alcohols.
Yeah.
And
And I'm going to jump in because right at that moment in time in Canada, the allowance of the ingredient monk fruit juice concentrate was finally allowed to be used in food products in Canada, kind of right as we were developing our product. And so we're like, wow, this is such a great opportunity. We could probably be like the first protein powder in Canada to have this newly allowed ingredient. So we were really excited about that.
calories, and it doesn't affect blood sugar. So we wanted to stay aligned with that value, but we wanted something that was more natural and cleaner. And so then it was just tasting,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of focus groups and our family tasting the product, making sure a lot of plant protein powders leave, you feeling gassy or bloated. They have like that gritty aftertaste. So like that was super important for us to make sure the product didn't have any of those things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like that you touched on like the grittiness and like that. I feel like that's what a lot of people come across. So I love that you guys actually took that and
Yeah.
were like, we want to take that stigma away and have that
Yeah.
product.
Because of all like my customers and clients that I've had, that was a big thing for them. Can you
Yeah.
help me find a protein powder that doesn't have that weird aftertaste, that grittiness, and they feel bloated for hours? So
And
Hmm.
then, and another really important factor for us was we didn't want like, we weren't necessarily targeting like the gym buffs, the bodybuilders. We really wanted a product to be used. Like our kind of motto is that we want to help you achieve lasting wellness. And so our products were supposed to be formulated to be used by the whole family, nothing that you wouldn't want your children to have, or if you're like pregnant or breastfeeding, all clean, natural, whole food ingredients. Also something you could incorporate into your everyday for lasting wellness. So you don't need to be, lifting hundreds of pounds to be
it
used as
wasn't just
protein.
to be like a supplement, it was to find a way to get more protein, more fiber in your diets, whether it's via a shake, you can make waffles, pancakes, protein balls, you can bake with it. So there's so many ways. So for the children, for men, for women, like Regan said,
Yeah.
pregnant women, so that you can use it for the whole family. Like I hated the fact that I would, a client would make something and their kid wants to try it and they're like, oh no, this is just for mommy. You can't have it. Like we want
Yeah.
something that like mom or dad can feel confident giving it to their children as well.
Yeah.
And I love that too, because I think with like the protein world, it's not always generated, but a lot of people feel intimidated if it's just like people in the gym, super like fit, super, and they're like, do I need to take this? Is this something I can take? So I love that you guys did that.
Yeah.
And I know that like HeLa Nutrition focuses on organic, whole food products. So what made this like non-negotiable for you in the product development? I know we kind of touched on that, but if you can expand on
Yeah,
that
we really just
non-negotiable.
wanted it to be like the highest quality protein powder we could create while also tasting good. Like that was like it was non-negotiable. Like people were at like, they want to, oh, if we add
we,
this filler, they can get it more uniform looking. We could,
Hmm.
we
but we're like, no.
make it a product that we knew that like we would use, we would give to our partners, our children, knowing that that was the type of product that we wanted to make, right?
Yeah,
Do and
that's
we
amazing.
it in our lives. And it's like my husband, who's like not a plant-based person at all. He's like a meat and potato kind of guy. And this is like really the one healthy, clean plant-based product that he has in his diet and he loves it. So when I knew that I could like target him and get him to
Yeah.
Yeah.
it like that to me, like, you feel like super
Yeah.
success when you see that.
Yeah, and the plant-based, like the reason we went plant-based, we really wanted to hit a lot of, listen, you can always hit every single allergen and every single group, but we really tried our best. Like it's kosher, it's gluten-free, it's nut-free, it's grain-free, it's soy-free, it's vegan, organic. So we did our best to kind of be able to target as many people as possible with different dietary restrictions.
Hmm. And what were some of the early challenges in launching a wellness brand, and how did you guys like overcome them?
Yeah, I mean, like starting a company, like we still feel like we're just starting in the company. It's been a year and a half, and we're really like early in our entrepreneurship journey. There's so many challenges, like order delays.
Like having multiple hats. Like, yes, we're healthcare professionals, but when you own a company and you're an entrepreneur with a product based company, you also have to like have multiple hats. So you have to be a marketer, social media,
Yeah,
UGC creator. You have to know how to do shipping.
yeah.
You have to know Shopify.
It's just us. Like we don't have any staff. We have some consultants that work for us, like that help us with certain things, like social media and with like our meta ads. And we have an intern over the summer, which is amazing. But it's just us. So like we don't have any staff. We do everything. Like we are sending invoices. We are emailing customers. We are shipping things out that our warehouse can't fulfill necessarily. We are like,
Do local deliveries. Like I have my pocket of area where I live. Regan has her area. We package our local deliveries and hand deliver them to our customers.
we're dealing directly with the retailers. We're like everything is we are doing every single thing.
So
Like if we need a
That's
barcode for our product, we are on the barcode website getting the barcode. We are doing everything.
QR codes, right? We need QR codes. So really,
Like
yeah.
everything.
I would tell a new entrepreneur is just be open to having multiple hats. Like don't be closed into your expertise that you went to school for. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many other and then you end up being an expert in those areas because it's like a
Yeah.
4-hour job. And it's actually so empowering because you feel like you can do so much when you never thought that growing up.
Yeah. And like in challenges early on also, when you think about like, you know, packaging and getting the colors right and getting the design right, and we always kind of make little tweaks, but once something's been printed, it's like, okay, well, that's it. It's going out and the way it is. And challenges also, where we have some challenges in terms of, you know, we've sold out a product multiple times, and we're having some challenges like keeping our, like having enough stock, and which is amazing because people are loving our product, but we're like, you know, these are like things that we're trying to work out as we move along.
Yeah. And even though we think we knew timelines and we were like, next time we're going to be more organized and ready, we're kind of, we're in that situation again because things happen.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like really giving yourself a lot of time to prepare and knowing that like things are going to happen and it's okay. And that's part of having a business. So,
yeah,
but it's good because it shows that we're growing and we're growth, and we need like more quantities, and we need to fulfill more orders, and we need to order bigger amounts.
Yeah, and I think it also shows like the care in your product as well, right? Like you guys are packaging it, you're ordering it, you're right there with the customer. It's not just like they order from you and you guys aren't showing your face and who you are.
Oh yeah,
So
when
I
a
love
customer
that.
is writing our info at HeLa like email address, like we are responding to them at midnight. Like we are like
That's amazing.
yeah, and when they
I love
tell
that.
us, you know, when they get a delivery the next day and we get a response and it's like, wow, you guys are like Amazon. I mean, we feel great, right?
Yeah.
We want to provide that customer service.
That's amazing. And I think as a society, we often like overcomplicate wellness. So what are some of your like daily habits that you guys implement into your routine? So Amy,
Can we
I'll
go first,
go
or
to you
you?
Yeah,
first.
for me, for sure, waking up in the morning, getting my protein fix. So I throw in my collagen and my coffee. That kind of maintains blood sugars, gives me energy. So I'm not like grabbing and you know, crashing for sugar a couple hours later.
We haven't even discussed it because we make a collagen as well. That's what she's referring to.
Yes, we have a
Amazing.
new product.
So we have our marine collagen powder.
That's like a super easy way to get in that 9 to 10 grams of protein in your coffee in the morning. And the second thing that for me that I need is workouts, 30 minutes. I do at least every day, or at least Monday to Friday, in the morning to get me going, to get me started. That's kind of how I set my day.
Amazing.
Yeah. So me too, in terms of wellness non-negotiables, like really, again, like I'm really into the collagen and the coffee in the morning as well. Really gets me going. I have like 3 very small children, and I'm like literally doing the drop off circle for a long time. So if I'm not getting like some good protein in the morning, and it's can potentially throw off my day because I'm like out for an hour driving around doing all the drop offs. So it's so good to be able to have a really easy fix just right in my coffee in the morning to be able to get my protein. I'm all about whole foods, like in my diet, like throughout the day, eating small meals of protein and fiber all the time, which includes the HeLa protein powder, as well as other combinations of protein and fiber rich meals throughout the day. Like as Amy knows, I'm like, I need to be eating every 2 to 3 hours. I'm like always starving.
Really good that way. Better than me. She's really good at eating every 2 to 3 hours.
Always running around. I'm always just like, I feel like I'm need my nutrition constantly. Like one of those non-negotiables, and like lots of snacks on me at all times, and lots of like.
That is where HeLa comes in. That's so that
Yeah.
a lot of our customers have been saying like, yes, there's the shake on the go. So when, you know, someone's in the morning in a rush, they get their 22 grams of protein and fiber, throw in whatever fruit they want. And then they also, a lot of people will freeze meals, like they'll make the waffles or the pancakes.
Yeah, batch cooking.
And so they'll have that also for easy use on the go. The protein balls are amazing afternoon snacks. So HeLa's been really helpful for a lot of those people who are on the go, who have kids, who are traveling a lot, and they can pack those. So it's been really great to get that feedback.
Yeah. And then like Amy, I try to exercise as much as I can. I can't say I do it every single day like Amy does, 30 minutes a day. But I do definitely work out a few times a week. I do Pilates, I do strength training, I play tennis, I do a number of
you're active.
exercises.
Yeah, she's really active. I'm like 30-minute Rachel Fitness boot camp, and then that's it. And walking. My husband loves to go for a good walk in the evening, so that's
so good.
A really good unwinding part of the day is a good walk in the evening.
I dream of that once my children are old enough.
My kids are much older now.
It's like
one 19, 17-year-old. So
yeah, you got
their
the time.
attention is.
And I'm like 8'6'4". I would dream of an evening walk.
Right.
It's beautiful.
What sets your products apart from others in the space? I know we kind of touched on it, but I want to dive a bit more into like what sets it apart.
So what sets it apart is clean ingredients, minimal ingredients. Our marine collagen powder is literally one ingredient. It's Nova Scotian, sustainably sourced, Canadian made, hydrolyzed marine collagen, single ingredient. That's it.
No
Our
oil,
protein powder,
no taste.
Yes.
like really high quality. We are like, I'm like in the ingredient brochures with the different companies that we're sourcing out. We are making sure it is extremely high testing in terms of its purity, in terms of its experience for the customer, in terms of like its odorless, tastelessness, ability to use. We are sampling products. We are very adamant about having ingredients and products we can stand behind. Again, our protein, completely clean. Our natural, which doesn't have any chocolate or vanilla flavor, it's just the 5-ingredient protein blend. Pea, hemp, pumpkin, chia, and basil seeds. That's all that's in it. There's no xanthan gum. There is no maltodextrin.
No stevia. And what's good too
No
is,
sunflower oil, no soy lecithin.
yes, the fiber comes from the 5 ingredients. That's what's also important, because a lot of other plant protein powders add in fiber to get there, but it's
Gums.
5. Yeah, it's 5 ingredients that you get your protein and your fiber.
Yeah, and the gums are actually detrimental to your gut health and to your microbiome, which we're very passionate about as well. And we're launching a new product shortly to address the microbiome, a beautiful new prebiotic inulin fiber to help your gut microbiome really flourish. And the gums that you find in many protein powders are actually negating those healthy microbiome cells that can help you with your health overall.
Amazing. And I've also tried your guys' collagen and I am
Oh,
obsessed with
amazing.
it. That's why I wanted to, like, when I've always been intrigued by your story, and then I did try your collagen, and I think it's amazing, one, that it's Canadian based. I think as a Canadian, it's just amazing to source products locally, especially right
Yeah.
now. And then the one ingredient, like I always look at ingredients when I'm at grocery stores or I'm anywhere, and I'm like, it's so nice just to see one straight thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so, yeah, we wanted that. That was so important for us. And that you
Yeah.
didn't taste it, so that you could add it into multiple things, whether it's just your coffee or adding it into a shake. I added in my yogurt or an oatmeal.
My husband just like sprinkles it over fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing. And then I want to kind of dive into the partnership and the business of being sister-in-laws, and business partners. I think a lot of people would have questions or intrigued by that
Yeah.
dynamic. So what is the dynamic? How is it like? How is it like
Yeah.
been running a business in that
Yeah, it's
family
great.
business
Like
life?
it's very like I feel like we're very mostly just like casual about everything. Like late night texts, like
And we respect our, relationship as sister-in-laws. Plus we
Yeah.
respect our roles in our
Yeah.
clinical industries, right?
Mhm.
We know what we both have to offer.
yeah, we have different skill sets
Exactly.
sometimes.
And but we also, we'll go through and communicate with each other ideas, like openly. We speak to our family about ideas, but at the end of the day, like it always comes back to the two of us, and
Yeah.
it worked like really respectfully and well. And we're so happy. Like we're so happy
I
about
love
it
that.
so far.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
It's good. We can like fill in. We understand each other. It's not like it's like a random co-founder. It's like, what you have that to do? What are you talking about? Like anything we have in our personal lives that we need to address. It's like, yeah, of course.
No, but
like,
even like
obviously.
last night, Father's Day dinner, how we were sitting there with one of my sisters,
Yeah.
and we were talking about HeLa because we
Like,
had
are we boring you?
and then Regan was like, "Oh wait, sorry, Tam. Like we won't talk about it." And she was like, "No, I love to hear it." But so yeah, there's times where we're like at family functions talking, and our family we're like a big family that loves to give input. And if it ever gets too much, Regan and I kind of just look at each other and we're like, "We're done. We're done with this conversation," right? And it's very just easy and respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then how do you guys define success for HeLa? Like what legacy do you want to leave through this brand? Regan, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Like I think that like the main goal we want to achieve is to create healthy products that people are happy to incorporate into their daily lives that make them feel better. So it's like you might be doing so many things that are wrong in your life in terms of your health, but this is like, as Amy was talking earlier about her husband, like this might be the one thing you're adding that's the right thing. I think like I don't want people to feel like I want people to feel that they are in control of being able to make healthier choices in their lives that are easy. They don't. It's not like an all or nothing type of.
Or like to be more specific, it's like when
Yeah.
a client like DMs us or calls us and says, "Wow, like I was really like questioning plant protein powders. I would always use a whey or something else, or I never really found a plant protein powder that I love, but I tried HeLa and there really is no aftertaste. And there really, there isn't that grittiness. And I don't feel gassy or bloated. Like, wow, guys, this is amazing." So when we get that feedback,
Yeah.
that was really our goal, is to check off the boxes and make a protein powder that
Yeah.
doesn't have those specific ingredients.
Yeah. And like with all of our products, if we can help people improve their health and make them feel better and make them like feel better going into the world, managing their job, managing their families, and
Right.
adding those health benefits to them, that's really would be great. Great measure of success. Yeah.
Amazing. And I want to talk a bit about like your like marketing strategy with HeLa and
Yes.
how that's kind of like the education side and like the sales side and how you guys have kind of balanced all of that through your marketing campaigns.
We're always learning,
Yeah.
right? And changing and
But definitely we always focus first on educating. Like when we first created this product, it wasn't about like, let's market HeLa and let's sell protein powder. We were like, how can we get this clean product out there? Let's educate people as to why they would want HeLa, like why it's so important for them to have this, plant-based protein powder that's so clean, that doesn't have the fillers and other additives. Like, so it was really about educating them. Once we were able to educate them based on trusting us and our expertise as healthcare professionals, then you can move on to now marketing them and selling them. But the key for us first was we want to educate people about why this product is better than another product and why they use it.
And we also want to educate people in general on ways to improve their health and their lifestyle in general.
Yes,
so we often give like many wellness tips that don't necessarily even include our products, but it's like, why do you need more protein in your life? Why do you need more fiber in your life? Why, like, what are some key, wellness things you can incorporate into your daily lives to make you feel better in general? We want to be like your trusted wellness advisors or like your health ladies.
That's where the health ladies come in.
Yeah. And we also we're a big part of the brand, and we want our customers to feel as though we're connecting with them, and we are building a community as well as like-minded kind of wellness focused people, so that we can kind of
like, that's the most important. If they trust us as healthcare professionals and trust our expertise and education, then the marketing piece and the selling of the product will come. So our first goal was really having people
building the trust
and what we have to offer and our expertise.
Yeah, I think that's so important too, because sometimes you see a lot of companies, they just people start companies and they sell products, but with you guys it's so important because like you actually have that background. You've seen it, like you have those educations, you have that background, you've worked in the industries, you know what people want, and it's like you're bringing that to life. So I love that kind of connection, and I love that you're both active on your marketing, right? Like it's your faces, you're talking about it, you're talking about your stories. It's not just a product, it's an experience and it's a community.
That's what we're trying to build.
I love that. And how has your community like responded? What feedback has made like the biggest impact for you guys? Just like the clean products.
So again, it's like when we get those DMs of just like, wow, this protein powder doesn't have a grit, or I feel so full for hours. It's really helped me with my weight loss journey. And that wasn't a goal. It wasn't a weight loss product at all. But for a lot of people on a weight loss journey, it's really, really helped them, able to stabilize their blood sugars and not, pick and snack on foods throughout the day. So that for sure, getting the feedback from customers is really what.
And also now with our collagen, we have so many women and men, but that have told all these years to like wake up in the morning and don't have anything to eat and go work out. And now it's like everyone's like just like really loading up their coffees with collagen, and it's great because they're getting better workouts. They're feeling their blood sugar staying more stable throughout the morning. Their hormone levels are staying stable, and they're just feeling so good having like their coffee a bit more souped up.
Yeah. I like that. I like that you touched on that, because I think like the myths in the wellness industry, example, like you hear all these things, you see all these diets, you see all these trends, and I like to like touch on it always, because I think like we see like you have to fast for 12 hours, 16 hours, and you can't eat anything in the morning. So I think that that's important that you guys touch on that education side as well, because there is so many myths in the wellness world.
So many trends.
We try to like bypass the trends and stick to like the path of like what is going to help people feel better, like and achieve better wellness in their lives, as opposed to like trends that might come and go. Like we are very specific about the types of products and ingredients we want to put out there.
Yeah, definitely. And so each of your clients too, which I think is important, are like using the products, right? So it's not just like,
I'm not in clinic anymore. Amy's are, yes.
Yes, my
okay,
clients love it.
amazing.
Yeah, it's great because and so I see a lot of diabetes management,
Yeah.
weight management, and women's health. So
Mm.
especially too in perimenopause when our estrogen drops, so we lose muscle mass, right? We need to get more protein in our diets. So the collagen and the plant protein have really been a positive way to introduce a
Yeah.
clean protein powder or a clean collagen to help them meet those needs to continue with weight resistant
Yeah.
exercises and getting in more clean protein in their diet. So yeah, it's been really beneficial.
And when you guys like first started the company, who was your like ideal client or who was your ideal customer, and how has that
Yeah.
kind of evolved over the year and a half?
Yeah, as we said, we wanted the product to be able to be used for everybody, but we developing the product, we were literally thinking of people just like us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Women, maybe like 30s to 50s, really wellness focused, really ingredient savvy, the type of woman that's going to go to the store, turn around the package right away, not read the fancy, fun claims on the front, but turn the package around right away to read the ingredients, really comb the ingredients, decision maker of her family, somebody who's wants me to also we were thinking about the aesthetic of it, right? So that type of woman who's like us doesn't want a big fluorescent tub on their counter. They want something more aesthetically
Yeah.
pleasing on their counter potentially.
And they're probably buying it for their partners,
Yeah.
right? Like we're assuming that
Their
it's
families.
that, woman who's buying it for their partner and able to prepare meals for their children,
Yeah.
provide protein for those kids.
Lots of self-care.
Yeah.
Interested in wellness and exercise. Yeah.
Amazing. So what is next for HeLa Nutrition? Are there products? What's next for like expanding, coming in stores? Like what does that kind of look like for you
Yes. So
guys?
we're currently in 9 retailers. They're more kind of locally based around the GTA. We haven't done mass retail yet. We're considering that. What's coming up next, which is really exciting, as I mentioned earlier, is we're going to be launching an inulin product soon. So it's a prebiotic inulin fiber sourced from blue agave plants, organic, again, all the allergens free, single ingredient. It's like a wonderful prebiotic. Prebiotic means it helps to feed the probiotic friendly bacteria in your gut. So it's like food for your gut. It's so great for digestion.
Starts in the gut, right? So we want to make sure
Mhm.
that
Your immune system, your mental health.
exactly rashes too, right? Like skin eczema.
Yeah.
And to get extra fiber in our diet.
Yeah. 4 grams of fiber per scoop. You can
Yeah,
add it to your coffee again with your collagen. You can add it to your protein shakes. You can have it on its own if that's what
I've
you're.
been sampling our new inulin that's coming for the last month. So I'll do a scoop of the collagen in my coffee with a scoop of the inulin. Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Dissolves amazing, doesn't change the taste of your coffee. And now you're starting off your day with 9 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, 4 grams of fiber in your coffee. So it's going to be really great. We're so excited about that.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And then after that, who knows? Amy and I are always thinking about the next great product that has really good research behind it, but also really good kind of clean ingredients and our customers would like. And we're always open. If people have ideas, something they want as guys in our community, we're happy for them to let us know.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then the last question I want to ask you guys is, Amy, I'll start with you. What does success in business look like to you?
Yeah, so I'll go back to again, just having the feedback from customers that they are enjoying our products, that they're able to, use it in their everyday lives, that their children love it, that their partner loves it, that they feel better, that it's helped them on their wellness journey, whether it be for weight management or women's health, men in the gym trying to get in a cleaner protein powder. So getting that feedback from customers for me before sales and anything else is just getting their feedback that they're able to incorporate it into their daily lives. They don't have gut issues and they feel amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I would say the same. People that are feeling better, like they're using the product and they're actually noticing health benefits of those products, that would be a really great measure of success.
When we get we get a lot with people who have just started our collagen, and they'll DM us and be like, oh my God, I was just at the gym and everyone's like, your hair looks so much fuller, like what are you doing, or your skin looks amazing. So when we get that feedback also, it's super satisfying, and it makes it all worth it. All the struggles, all the delayed orders and stresses and multiple fats, it makes it all worth it.
Oh my God, yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And it's important to touch on that too, because I think that it's not all like daisies and flowers and not everything is like perfect. And it's
No.
showing those struggles too, right? Like if people, they're going to know like, okay, there's delays, but like, why is there delays? Because this product is selling out and people want it. It's like, it's not just
And because we're so
delayed.
meticulous. We're so
Yes,
meticulous.
that's the key.
Because we're sampling and we're testing and we're like,
Well,
I don't think that's exactly right. Let's start over. Like we're meticulous. Also, that's the problem.
Which is
Regan
amazing.
very meticulous, I have to say. She's really good.
That's amazing.
And
Okay,
then
well,
actually, we didn't talk about this. The other big thing coming for HeLa is that we have a partnership
Oh,
this
yes.
summer happening, a big promotional partnership with Rachel Fitness, who Amy was talking about earlier. She's a big fitness star. She's an MTV star. She was on The Challenge. We
yes.
are one of the sponsors of her summer fitness tour this summer across the US.
For MTV Summer Fitness Tour. So that'll be really exciting to have
Wow.
HeLa on tour with Rachel Fitness.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So this will be your first time expanding into the States, or have you guys?
Well, we shipped to the US, but I guess it's our first like big promotion in the US, I would say.
Amazing. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys.
Look out for some really fun content with Rachel Fitness and MTV.
Oh yeah, it'll be really good content. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, amazing. Regan, Amy, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so
Super.
much for letting us into the world of HeLa Nutrition. I'm so excited people got to learn about it, and hopefully they can try it too.